Hello everyone. Welcome back to Hell March. Today we will be taking a look at top 10 most expensive fighter jets in the world. Number 10, Saab JAS39 Gripen. Made by Saab AB in Sweden, it is the 10th most expensive fighter jet in the world. It costs around $40 million to $45 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 9th of December 1988. Small, nimble, and dangerous is how we can describe JAS39 Gripen. It is a fourth-generation fighter based on a sleek delta wing and canard configuration design. The fighter jet is also equipped with advanced features like fly-by-wire flight controls, active electronically scanned array, AESA, radar, etc. Currently, Saab JAS39 Gripen is a part of the Swedish Air Force, South African Air Force, Brazilian Air Force, and Czech Air Force. Number 9, LCA Tejas Mk1A. Made by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in India, it is the 9th most expensive fighter aircraft in the world and also considered as the smallest fighter aircraft in the world. It costs around $43 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 17th of January 2015. Although the Mk1A variant of LCA Tejas is still under development, HAL has already offered to different air forces in the world like Malaysian Air Force, Argentine Air Force. The Tejas Mk1A is also based on delta wing design. We talk about the configuration of this plane. It is powered by a single engine. Apart from this, it also has an AESA radar. Number 8, JF17 Thunder. Developed under a joint partnership of China and Pakistan, it is the 8th most expensive fighter jet in the world. It costs around $45 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 25th of August 2003. JF17 Thunder is a multi-role combat fighter jet jointly developed by the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex (PAC) and the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation (CAC) of China. Many air forces including Pakistan Air Force, Myanmar Air Force, and Nigeria Air Force is already using JF17 Thunder. Although China is a co-developer of this plane, it is not using the same for its own Air Force, PLAAF. Number 7, Sukhoi Su 35 Flanker E, developed by Sukhoi Design Bureau in Russia, is the 7th most expensive fighter jet. It costs around $65 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 19th of February 2008. Su-35 is the latest variant of the famous Flanker series of fighter jets by Sukhoi Design Bureau. Flanker E is labeled as a 4.5 generation fighter. The primary users of Su-35 are China's People's Liberation Army Air Force, Russian Air Force, Egyptian Air Force, and Indonesian Air Force. This aircraft is a derivation of the Su-27 fighter jet developed by the same manufacturers. Indian Air Force also uses a similar aircraft with a few differences in avionics and weapons, i.e. Su-30 Mki. Number 6, F-18E-AF Super Hornet. Manufactured by McDonnell Douglas Boeing Defense in United States of America, it is the 6th most expensive fighter jet in the world. It costs around $79.8 million per jet. It took its first flight on the 29th of November 1995. F-18E, F Super Hornet is one of the most versatile aircraft on our list. Powered by two General Electric F414G 400 turbofans, this jet can fly at the rate of Mach 1.6. As per many experts, Super Hornet is the best carrier multi-role fighter in the world. This jet is an updated version of the McDonnell Douglas F/A-18 Hornet and is primarily used by United States Navy, Royal Australian Air Force, Kuwait Air Force. Number 5, Eurofighter Typhoon. Developed under a joint partnership of EU countries UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain, Typhoon is the 5th most expensive jet in the world. It costs around $105 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 27th of March 1994. The Eurofighter Typhoon is twin-engine multi-role fighter aircraft designed to carry both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. This plane is a result of the joint development of many European agencies, a consortium of Airbus, BAE Systems, and Leonardo. The Eurofighter Typhoon has already seen combat during the 2011 military intervention in Libya, where it performed aerial, reconnaissance and ground strike missions. It is primarily used by Royal Air Force, German Air Force, Italian Air Force, Spanish Air Force. Number 4, Dassault Rafale. Developed by Dassault Aviation in France, Rafale is the fourth most expensive fighter jet in the world. It costs $108 million per aircraft. It took its first flight on the 4th of July 1986. It is primarily used by French Air and Space Force, Indian Air Force, Egyptian Air Force, Qatar Air Force. Developed in one of the most costly countries on the planet, Dassault Rafale is also one of the most expensive fighter jets in the world. This twin-engine jet has a canard delta wing design. According to many experts, Rafale is the successor of the Mirage 2000 fighter developed by Dassault Aviation in the 1980s. The price of Rafale varies for different countries. Number 3, Chengdu J-20 Mighty Eagle. Developed by Chengdu Aerospace Corporation in China, it is the third most expensive aircraft on the list. It costs $110 million per jet and is exclusively used by the PLA Air Force. It took its first flight on the 11th of January 2011. J-20 fighter jet by Chengdu Aerospace Corporation is also known by the name of Mighty Dragon. Chengdu Aerospace label this fighter as the third operational fifth-generation stealth fighter aircraft after the F22 and F35. As per some experts, it is also the cheapest fifth-generation fighter jet in the world. Number 2, Lockheed Martin F-35C Lightning II. Developed by Lockheed Martin and jointly funded by United States of America, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Italy, Norway, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Turkey, formerly, it is the second most expensive fighter jet in the world. The price of this jet is around $121 million. It took its first flight on the 15th of December 2006. Lockheed Martin F-35C Lightning II is a fifth-generation, single-seater, single-engine multi-role fighter aircraft with stealth technology. The expertise of companies for many other nations like Northrop Grumman and BAE Systems is also used in developing F-35C Lightning II. Its primary users are United States Air Force, Royal Australian Air Force, Belgian Air Component, Israeli Air Force, Japan Air Self-Defense Force, Italian Air Force, Royal Norwegian Air Force, United Arab Emirates Air Force, Royal Air Force. Number 1, F22 Raptor. Jointly developed by Lockheed Martin Aeronautics and Boeing Defense exclusively for the United States of America. F22 Raptor is the most expensive fighter jet in the world. It took its first flight on the 7th of September 1997. It costs $152 million per aircraft. The air superiority that F-22 offers to the United States Air Force are unmatched. It is one of three existing fifth-generation fighter jet powered by two engines. The F-22 Raptor is also termed the best fighter jet in the world even at the most expensive price. This is the reason why there is a ban on the export of this jet under U.S. federal law to protect its stealth technology and classified features. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the Hell March. Until next time.